Hello, students. I'm Miss Laracy, and I'm here with Derek. Derek, say hello.
Hello.
Have you ever wondered why the temperatures vary so much on the earth, Derek?
Not really.
Like down in Florida, it's so warm, but if you go up to Canada, it's cold.
Yeah.
All right, well, the reason that is because the earth is tilted. And as it turns around, the sun is going to hit the equator directly. Everywhere else is going to get the indirect heat, so that's what causes the uneven heating of the earth. And it also causes us to have different climate zones.
That's how that works.
Yeah. So, do you know what climate zones we have?
No.
All right, so in the middle, right around the equator, you're going to have the tropical. It's going to be really hot and steamy. Then as you go up to about where we live, you're going to have the temperate. And then up at the top, where it doesn't get hardly any sun at all, that's going to be called the polar climate zone. You got that?
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you more about what I'm talking about. All right, so here's a flat map of the globe so I can try to explain to you the uneven heating of the earth. So right here is the equator. That gets direct sunlight. So this is going to be your tropical climate zone. It's going to be the warmest area. So the direct heat is right here, and that is your tropical climate zone. On both sides of this, they get indirect heat energy from the sun. So this is going to be your temperate climate zone. And we actually, in South Carolina, live in the temperate climate zone. So at the poles, at both ends, they get hardly no energy from the sun at all. So that's going to be the coldest area, and that's the polar zone. So those are the climate zones. So right here in the middle, tropical, the warmest, temperate, and then at the poles, you're going to have polar. All right, so now that you know a little bit about the climate zones, we need to talk about the four terms that we use to describe the air masses. All right, so if the air comes off of the water, that's going to be maritime because it's wet. So if the air mass is coming over the water to the land, that's going to be maritime because it's wet. If it's going across the land, then it's going to be dry. It's not going to have any moisture to pick up. So we call that continental. So if the air comes over the ocean, maritime. If it comes over the land, it's going to be continental or dry. All right, if it comes from the poles, the air will be polar. So if it comes from the top down or way down here, it's going to be polar because it's going to be cold. If the air is coming from the temperate or the tropical zones, temperate or tropical zones, then it's going to be warm. So we call that tropical.